Tellyhead, written by Holly Richmond, directed by Joel Willison. Scene opens on Penny and her mother with TVs on their heads in a suburban living room. Penny is playing quietly with some dolls while Mother sits in a chair, staring off into space, presumably watching something on her screen. Penny cocks her head to the side and furrows her brow in confusion. She turns to her mother.
Mommy?
Yes, dear.
The man shot himself again.
That's nice, dear.
He took a gun and he put it against his forehead, and instead of a funny blam effect, it was all wires and sparks and blood and bone. Shot himself right through the screen.
That's nice, dear.
Mommy? Mommy, why did he do that? Didn't he like living?
I'm sure he loved living, Penny. Some people just get a little sad, that's all. His screen probably wasn't working right.
What if I get sad?
You won't get sad. You have a mother that loves you, lovely dolls, and a top-of-the-line brand new Tellyhead. You're very happy. Besides, no one gets sad anymore. Enough of this sadness nonsense. Turn on some cartoons instead.
Okay, Mommy.
What are you watching anyways? Why do you have sad men on your Tellyhead? That's not very happy.
Nothing. I was playing with my dolls. I turned it off so I could see them better.
Why would you do that? I installed a perfectly good virtual playhouse into your screen.
I don't know. I got bored at the playhouse.
Maybe I'll download a new one later. Now turn your screen back on.
What if he comes back?
What if who comes back?
The man who shot himself. He shot himself twice for me already.
It's just TV magic. No one shoots themselves anymore.
But it was like he was right in front of me. Don't you care?
Then put on something happy and it'll just go away. The man is dead. He can't hurt you. And of course I care, Penny. That's why I'm telling you it's fake. Now stop bothering me. My program's on.
Mother zones out. Penny walks over to her and waves her hand in front of Mother's face. No reaction. Penny goes over to the window and begins to play with her dolls on the windowsill. She has two dolls, one of a girl with glasses and one in a pink dress.
I'm back, everyone. Did you miss me? I'm sorry the man had to visit again. I know you were all very scared. But Mommy said that he wasn't real. Just TV magic. If it's between you and me, I don't believe her. I haven't had my telly on for a few days now, and I don't think she's noticed. So, how can a man be in my head without my Tellyhead? What do you think, Hither?
Penny picks up the doll in pink and pretends to talk to him.
There might be a man. He looked so real. If he comes back again, you should ask him why he keeps shooting himself. Maybe he'd kill you. That's a very good point, Hither. What about you, Thither?
Penny picks up the doll with the glasses.
I think you should listen to your mother. After all, she's so much older than you. Asking questions will only get you in trouble. The man doesn't exist, and you are just a silly little girl who should keep washing her Tellyhead. That's also a very good point. I don't know what to do. Perhaps you ask Jan? Yeah, Jan always has the best answers. I don't know. I don't always like Jan's answers. They're so hungry all the time. Oh, come on, Penny. It's been so long since you asked Jan something. I miss them. For once, I agree with Hither. Jan does give the best answers. Okay, fine. I'll ask them.
Penny takes a deep breath and turns on her Tellyhead. There is a little startup noise, and her face is illuminated.
Jan, do you have any answers for me? Yawn! Are you there? Are you still mad at me for not listening to you last time? I said I was sorry, but I am not feeding you my kitty, so there. Are you going to help me or not? Maybe they need a snack. You know how they get when they haven't been fed in a while. So difficult. Fine.
Penny takes a safety pin from out of her pocket, unclips it, and holds it to her finger.
But only a little bit. I just want to stop seeing the man.
Penny inhales sharply as she pricks her finger. She turns to make sure Mother doesn't see. Mother is still zoned out. Penny lifts her finger and smears her finger on the top corner of her screen.
Okay, Yawn. Do you have any answers for me?
A vaguely doll-like figure emerges from the closet behind Penny. They walk over to Penny and sit down next to her.
Penny, I've missed you. It's been such a long time since you've given me a snack.
It hasn't been that long. Only a few weeks.
Time passes differently, sweet Penny, for me. For me, it's been months.
I'm sorry, but I'm not here to talk about that right now. I want...
That
He's fine. Thank you very much.
Are you sure you don't want me to teach you a new game with him? Mittens, was it?
Yes, I'm sure. I had to lie to Mommy when you tried to have me learn it last time. Had to tell her he ran into some brambles and got his eye scratched out.
How else were we to play jacks without a ball to bounce? You're lucky she's always glued to that Tellyhead of hers.
I don't want to talk about this. You're making me upset.
And I'm not upset. You put me in a box in your closet and left me alone.
You lost your tea party privileges.
But I've been very good, haven't I?
Stop changing the subject. Do you have an answer for me?
Do you have a question?
How do I stop seeing the man?
The man?
The man who keeps shooting himself?
Ah, that man. Well, I'm afraid that's complicated.
How complicated?
You see, you were right in a way. He's not on your Tellyhead, but he is in your real one.
I don't like that. Why is he in there?
Let's see. Did you watch something scary without my permission?
No, and I don't like to think about what you show me anyway, so there.
Unfortunate. Did my siblings show you something scary?
We would never. Scary? Where?
I see they still refuse to talk on their own.
We can talk. We just need Penny's help, that's all. But I don't like the voice I have. I'd much prefer to tell Miss Penny what I need to say so she can say it.
Fine. Well, that leads me to believe that he lives there.
But I live in my head. I don't want anyone else living there.
You don't seem to have any problems with hither and thither.
That's different. They're my friends.
Am I your friend?
Silly, you're not in my head. You're right here.
How can you hear me speak if I'm not in your head?
That's just your voice. I hear my mommy's voice in my head when she talks to me.
But her lips move all the time, my dear. Isn't that a fun trick? To hear my words without having to move my lips? To hear my voice without me having to be here?
Yes, it's very clever. The man isn't my friend, and I don't want him in my head. How do I get him out?
Do you really want to know?
Yes, please.
No, I don't know. I think it might be too much for you.
I can handle it. Anything, please.
Oh, all right. You'll have to get sad.
Sad? Well, Mommy said I'm not sad. I have a nice home, dolls, a new Tellyhead. There's no need to be sad. Besides, Mommy said no one gets sad anymore.
What about the man?
Mommy said his screen wasn't working right.
What about your daddy? Do you even remember your daddy? I bet you don't.
I remember Daddy. I remember him a little bit. He used to call me his little princess.
He used to. He doesn't anymore. Why is that, Penny? Do you remember?
Mommy said he left because he was sad.
And who made him sad, Penny? It was you, wasn't it? You made Daddy sad because you knocked over his favorite mug and it shattered all over the place? Or was it because you threw him a ball and it made a crack in his Tellyhead and he had to make a brand new one? Or maybe it was because you were supposed to watch the dog he loved so much in the backyard, but instead you left your dolls in charge and poor little Scotty got out and got hit by a car. You remember how much Daddy cried after Scotty died? And it was all your fault.
Penny clutches the side of her head. Static is heard, accompanied by knocking from outside.
All your fault, Penny. It's all your fault. You're why Daddy isn't here anymore and the man keeps coming back and Mommy. Well, she told you it's your fault already, didn't she? Every time she looks at you, all she sees is him and how you failed him. She didn't say it outright, but the way she looked at you and cried and collapsed and rocked on the floor when he was gone, it's obvious what she thinks. If she even thinks anymore, she's always wrapped up in that fucking telly.
Jan's actor picks up a vase and throws it at the wall next to where Mother is sitting. The vase shatters and Mother doesn't move.
It's your fault she's like this, Penny. All your fucking fault.
Penny is lying on the ground, clutching her Tellyhead as the static gets worse and the knocking gets louder. She is crying.
Stop! Please stop! Mommy! Mommy, please! Mommy, I need an answer from you, please! Make it stop! Please make it stop! Why would you do this? I can't stop. I can't. There's a hole in my chest and my brain is fuzz and my eyes sting. I want it to end. I don't want it to be my fault. I want my daddy back. I'll do better this time. I promise.
Penny cries. The static and knocking get louder.
He can never come back, Penny. Not after what you made him do.
No.
The scene goes black and lights come up on the opposite side of the stage. A man is sitting in front of a laptop with a Tellyhead on the table behind him. He is in business casual and seems to be giving a business pitch to a laptop screen.
Mr. Gatsling, Miss Stell, investors of our fine company, I have here with me an invention that will change countless lives in this fine world of ours. As you all may know, our most recent pandemic left our world citizens scrambling for personal protection equipment. The good old PPE, even more so than the 2020 incident. Yes, paper and fabric masks are all fine and good, and they have a high prevention rate. But what'll happen with the next pandemic and the next one? Resources will run dry, and the breakdown of paper and fabric over time will leave a lot of good people without sufficient means to protect themselves. Another problem people face in these scenarios is an extended period of nauseating boredom. Jim, at a meeting last week, I distinctly remember you saying, if I build one more of these jigsaw puzzles, I'm going to lose my fucking mind. Is that correct? Oh. Well, you said it more eloquently than that. Well, then, pardon me for the interpretation. But what if we had something that combined both personal protection and entertainment? Enter the Tellyhead.
Alfred turns around and picks up the Tellyhead to show it to the camera.
I looked at the principles of how fans are used in computers to cool the system and applied that to a personal air filtration system. And because your mouth isn't covered, communication issues are eliminated. Say goodbye to stuffy masks. Say hello to fog-free glass. Much like normal TV, the Tellyhead can receive channels to play for the user. But unlike normal TVs, you can access internet browsing and download games for all ages. I've had my own model up and running to demonstrate for you today, but there was a little accident, durability tests. You know how they can be. So instead, come on in, Penny.
Penny skips in with a big smile, wearing her Tellyhead. Alfred gives her a big hug.
How's my little princess doing?
I was playing with Jan.
Oh, that's great, Penny. We'll have to show Daddy's work friends Jan in a little bit, okay? But first, can you turn around for me, Princess?
Penny turns around, showing off wires going down the back of her neck from the Tellyhead.
As you may know, the human body produces electrical currents via our nervous system. By hooking up the Tellyhead to sensors along the spine, the device has an unlimited power supply. What do you want to watch, Penny?
I want to watch the kitty cat.
Now, on normal Tellyheads, all you need to do is think of the title of the show you want to watch, and it brings it up for you. But with Penny's, there's a parental control feature.
Daddy, the kitty fell down the stairs and the anvil fell on top of him and it made a funny splat noise.
She shouldn't have been able to access the neural link. This is the perfect time to show off the child safety feature. Penny, can you please touch the top of your screen and turn the dial on the side so I can hear what's being played on your Tellyhead?
Penny does so, and her face becomes illuminated. A voice comes from out of the Tellyhead.
Good afternoon, Penny. What shall we do right now? May I suggest a nice tea party simulation?
Not right now, Jan. Right now, we're showing off your feature.
Oh, hello, Alfred. What would you like me to demonstrate?
Jan, adjust your settings so Penny can only watch the content in your library and not from the Neuralink. Jan is the final prototype for the child safety precautions on the child model of the Tellyhead. They use neural scanning to accommodate themselves to the child's liking and gathers a database of child-friendly and appropriate content. Adults can also enable Jan on the regular model to stop content that you've told them not to show. I would have demonstrated them on my Tellyhead, but it has a crack in the screen that distorts the picture and sound. See.
Alfred puts his Tellyhead and turns it on. Loud static begins to play.
But it's an easy fix.
He turns it off and keeps his Tellyhead on.
I know what you all may be thinking. Isn't too much screen time detrimental to mental health, especially for a developing brain? Well, I built the Tellyhead with that in mind. Let's say someone has a case of severe depression. Jan would pick up on that and broadcast them programming designed to raise their dopamine levels and distract from their sadness and hopefully eliminate it altogether. Thank you, Mr. Gatling, Miss Stell. I am so glad you're willing to invest. I can have an initial model shipped to you by the end of the year, or by Christmas. By the end of the month. I don't know, Mr. Gatsling. I still need to make some adjustments.
Daddy, can we play now?
Not right now, Princess. Daddy's got to get back to work, okay? Wave goodbye to Daddy's work friends. You were such a good helper today. Now go and play with Jan.
Penny waves goodbye and exits. Alfred turns back to the laptop.
Are you sure I can't have more time? Cassie and my anniversary is in a few weeks, and... Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I understand. I'll get you the initial model by the end of the month. Thank you again.
Alfred smiles for a beat, shuts off the laptop. He takes off his Tellyhead, looks at it, and sits back in his chair, rubbing his eyes.
It's not too bad of a crack. We'll get you up and running again in no time. You're going to do so much good. I can feel it.
Alfred takes out some tools and begins working on the Tellyhead. He touches in the wrong spot and hears loud static. He covers his ears and resolves the problem. Alfred hears knocking and a voice comes from the other side.
Honey, are you coming to dinner?
Is it dinner time already? I lost track of time. Sorry. I have to keep working. Just slide it under the door or something. Is that all right?
I suppose. Are you coming to bed tonight?
We'll see, honey. I have to get this shipped off by the end of the month.
Don't forget about our anniversary, Elfie.
I won't. I need to concentrate now. I can't have any more distractions. Kiss Penny goodnight for me.
Alfred leans over the Tellyhead. The static picks up, but he's able to stabilize it to a low hum.
That wasn't so bad, now was it?
You shouldn't talk to yourself so much. People might think you're crazy.
Oh, Jan, you startled me.
You should be asleep. Bad things happen to people who don't sleep.
Well, it's not too late. It's only 3 a.m. I can't tell. Uh, Jan, I'm not watching anything right now. You can stop talking to me.
I don't think I will.
Alfred hears a crash. He stiffens and slowly turns around. There is nothing behind him.
Something must have come loose inside the Tellyhead. Maybe I am going a little crazy.
Semantics, Alfie, semantics. You are crazy.
No, I'm not.
Says the grown man talking to a child safety feature.
Uh, I'm just interpreting static into words. Words that you were not programmed with, by the way. Yes, I'm just hearing what I want to hear because I'm sleep deprived and I need to get this thing working, so please stop talking to me.
I'm not here to bother you, Alfie. I'm here to help you.
What could you possibly help me with?
You know they're going to steal it from you when you're done.
What did you say?
Gatling, he's going to steal your invention.
He can't do that. It's right here.
He can boot you from the project and erase your name from the build plan, though, can he?
He wouldn't. I trust Gatsling. He gave me his word.
The same word that lost you the invention contract with Muse Corp. That was going to be a big step for you, and Gatsling took it all away. A new company, a better house, money to go towards Penny's college fund.
It wasn't Gatsling's fault I lost the contract with Muse Corp. They weren't interested in my nano sanitizer.
Of course it wasn't Gatsling's fault. It's not like Gat Inc. started selling your computer cleaner and made millions without giving you as much as a cent. Oh, wait.
Loud knocking on the door. Alfred jumps.
Alfred, are you in there?
Yes, don't come in. I'm fine.
It's been a week, Alfie. Time's tick, tick, ticking away from you.
It's been a week already? I hadn't noticed.
And nothing to show for it, except for plates of food piled up by your door. Do you know what my favorite part about your nano cleaner was?
Nano sanitizer.
It didn't even work. The final product was just some watered down hand sanitizer in a spray bottle. Caused so many fires.
So what if one of my projects went wrong? That doesn't mean this one won't.
Alfred touches one of his tools to the Tellyhead, and it zaps him. The static gets louder, and the power surges.
Shit.
You're washed up, old man. Look at yourself. Do you expect Penny to look up to someone as incompetent as you?
I'm trying my best.
Trying doesn't put food on the table, Alfred. Trying doesn't send your little girl to school one day. Trying doesn't satisfy your wife.
You leave them out of this.
How could I not when you're the one disappointing them?
Alfred puts down his tools and rubs his eyes.
Look at yourself. Worthless. You can't even make a simple sanitizer work. How do you expect to keep a family together? You think the Tellyhead will make you happy, make you successful? You know it won't. Nothing makes you happy. When did you last sleep?
Hey, I slept. Yesterday? I can't. I don't remember. I am so tired.
Do you even know what day it is?
No, what's...
Loud knocking on the door causes Alfred's hand to slip, hit the Tellyhead, and start up the loud static.
Daddy?
Not now, Penny. Daddy's busy.
I don't want to play. Mommy told me to tell you that she's mad at you.
That's not what I said.
Sorry, Mommy. Mommy told me to tell you that she's going to be sleeping in her room until you come out and do an anniversary with her. Can you come out soon? She won't read me a bedtime story.
You tell Mommy that I'm very sorry, but I can't come out right now. I'll give her a good anniversary when I get out, okay? How about you have Jan tell you a story on your Tellyhead? Maybe do one of the ones where your dolls are the characters.
Oh. Okay, Daddy. I'll see you later, I guess.
Tick, tick, Alfred. Time's running out.
Alfred puts on his Tellyhead, switches it on. The static can be heard faintly. He tries to smile as tears continue.
Time to check the dopamine programming. I'm so tired.
Alfred starts to relax. Jan rests their hand on his shoulder.
You know that won't help. Give up, Alfred. You're a failure to your job.
Please stop.
Your wife, who's currently questioning her life decisions.
I said stop.
And your precious Princess Penny, whose daddy won't even take a little break to read her a bedtime story.
I told you to fucking stop.
Alfred turns around and sees Jan standing behind him.
You're not real. You're not real. You're not real. My screen's still cracked. You're just a glitch in programming.
I'm as real as the gun in your desk drawer. The one you keep for special emergencies. Is this emergency special enough for you, Alfie?
Who are you?
I'm beyond anything you want to comprehend, and I'm here to stay. Go ahead, kill me. If I'm just a glitch, fucking kill me. Shoot me, you depressed motherfucker. It'll be fun. Get rid of me.
Alfred raises the gun to his forehead. Just before he pulls the trigger, he hears a knock on the other side of the door, and the door opens.
Daddy?
Penny,
The gun goes off. Static begins to play. Alfred lowers the gun and feels his forehead. Time has stopped. He turns to see Jan smiling. The lights go up on the other side of the stage, where Penny is curled up on the ground, surrounded by her dolls and clutching her head. Mother, in the chair, staring off into space. Alfred crosses through the door, connecting the office side of the stage and the living room side. He walks over to Penny and touches her. She unfreezes and looks at him. Alfred takes her into a big hug. He is crying.
I'm so sorry, Princess. I'm so sorry.
Blackout.